Alright guys, hey, we're here and we are loading up Fury number 2. Alright, so let's go and get you guys set up so you can watch this and we'll go from there. We got our motor loaded. Brando's putting the final step plate in, or the ramp rather. Aren't you, Brando?
I'm trying.
Okay. And there goes the other one. Alright. 2 hubcaps here. I think we got the other 2 inside. And interior, get it all roughly there. We do got to pick up the front fenders yet and the hood yet, so we'll come back at you with that. So we're going to double check this engine compartment and make sure there's nothing here that's going to blow away. So
everything else, everything looks hooked up the way it's supposed to be.
Let's get things taken care of and we'll get on the road. Alright guys, so hey, this is the scoop here. We got the Fury loaded up, Fury number 2. We're on our way back to the shop right now and to get this thing unloaded and take some more pictures of it. We actually are going to stop and grab a bite to eat real quick first. It's getting a little late, it's about 8 o'clock. So we're going to stop and grab a bite to eat real quick first. We're super stoked to have these cars, man. How cool is that? I mean, it's pretty odd to even stumble across just one 57 Fury, but stumble across 2 to be able to acquire them both. That's really cool, man. So we do get to make another trip back yet and grab the front clip, the front fenders and the hood, front bumper, things like that type of thing. So not a big deal. We're going to schedule a trip down to go ahead and pick that stuff up. So we'll have the car 100% complete at that point. Everything appears to be inside the car, all the trim, all the interior work, all that stuff is inside the car. So both have the 404 code, symbolizing that they are, stating that they are a 57 Fury. Freaking awesome. I mean, really, it's, man, never would have dreamt that, you know, a while back I would even own, you know, one 57 Fury, let alone 2. I mean, really, really cool. They need a lot of work. I mean, they're not by any means perfect cars. They're project cars, both of them. But still, I mean, just, it's a 57 Fury, man. So what? These cars rotted from day 2 that they were born. So to find a Fury or a Plymouth these years at all without any bodywork needed is like pretty much impossible. So both cars technically could be saved due to the reason that we have parts for both of them to bring them both back alive. Any of the parts that are bad on these, we have parts to bring them back alive. So that's pretty dang cool. So anyways guys, we'll touch base with you again once we get back to the shop, and we'll do a comb over on the car so you guys can see it. We're going to wash it and take care of some of this barn dust, so we're going to try to film that too.
Is this an AC car?
Don't look like it. I don't think so. I didn't look.
I don't know how to tell.
Dude, it's Boston.
So?
Not Massachusetts, but Boston.
Looks like antifreeze. That's what it looks like. That's what soap looks like after it dries.
It does. It's pretty nasty. She's been in the barn a long time.
We have to collect this dust. We can sell it on Marketplace.
Yeah, there's nothing like antique barn dust. This thing probably hasn't been washed in years. The free soap would just help all the garbage come off it, you know. She's got a Fury hubcap right there.
Doesn't see, it looks like we're washing with animal. Probably shouldn't have put it that close. Yeah, the frames, oh yeah. Oh yeah, steering knob. That thing's pretty clean. Wow. Holy. Oh Jesus! Oh my God! I'm so.
There's a pillar in the door of the car.
Must want some gas.
Maybe that means we'll start up.
Yeah. Oh, I got wet. I'm gonna move. Definitely the new trade. Yep. Look at that gem.
Getting more of it down. I am soaked, bro.
Are you?
I'm ready. Let's rock and roll. Woo!
They're here and they're freaking cool.
Now is your chance to sport your very own Street Freaks garage gear.
With hoodies, t-shirts, red cap shop shirts, and the very cool old school red cap club jacket.
Hoodies and tees available in both black and lime green.
Beanies and caps are coming in soon, and don't forget, you get a free decal with each and every Street Freaks item ordered.
Isn't it time to get your freak on? Order yours now.
All right, guys, we made it back. Two girlies are so happy to see us back with the cars, aren't you, honey?
Yes.
Yes, you're so excited.
Yes.
Brando, where are you going?
Trying to see Chevelle.
Brando thinks that the cars are a great deal. He wants them for himself, right, Tool Girl? Do you want them too? Do you want them
No.
too? You lie. She lies. She lies. Let's take a look at this before the sun goes down. This is Fury number 2.
On my side of town.
Hey, whoever sings that, let's keep it that way. Alright guys, so the next car I wanted to show you is Fury number 2. This one has got a lot more benefits than the last one. First of all, it's starting off with an excellent frame on this car. The frame is really, really nice on this car. So that's good news. The other good news is that this is an original 318 dual 4 car and both motors are freed up, which is pretty cool. So we think we can get it to run. We're going to try to get this one to run. The core support, of course, strapped onto the car right now. Radiator, everything else appears to be inside of the car that we can tell. Supposedly all the parts are here. The Fury front bumper is here with the wings present. Bumper not in too bad a shape. It's pretty good. The body on the car. First of all, the lower cowls are pretty nice. I mean, obviously the fenders are off, the hood's off, all that good stuff. So, you know, we do have all that. All of the trim that you see missing here is there. It's all inside of the car. This car is jam-packed full of everything that belongs on this car. So we're going to get to all that in a minute. The front windshield trim is off. The windshield looks to be pretty good in this car. This is an all green glass car. Pretty sweet. Not air conditioned though. It does have an aftermarket air conditioning unit that was added or purchased underneath the dash. So we do have that inside the car. We have not, again, dug through any of this stuff yet, so we don't know fully what's there and the condition of everything exactly. Vent windows are in pretty nice condition on this car. Glass is all there and not broken, so that's cool. Rockers have been replaced. Not such a good job on them. They're not properly with Plymouth rockers. The lower quarter here needs to be done, obviously. It has a stone chip guards. It needs the lower quarter in the rear. Overall, this one much better condition than the first Fury number 1. This one has the bumper wings on the back as well. The lower valance on this side appears to be rotted away. That one is still there on the other side, but the condition doesn't look very well. I guess it's not too bad. They ran the exhaust out. So, I mean, these cars were restored at some point. Somebody painted them, did a horrible job painting them, or it's just really, really old paint job. The records that we're finding that we got along with the car is that, I don't know exactly which car, I gotta check the VIN numbers on it, but we have receipts for the cars. I have receipts for the cars, one being bought in 83. It appeared to be sold again in 89. And then I think it was, I'm going to say early 2000 maybe. I don't even remember. I guess I have to take a look at all the paperwork again, but it appears to me that someone had purchased them in 83 and that they maybe came from, I believe it was Tennessee if I'm not mistaken. And at one point they were in Florida. Again, I don't know which car it was. I'd have to check the paperwork again. But I have a lot of old paperwork on these cars, how they exchanged hands with names of who used to own them. This one, again, full of parts inside the trunk. Let me pop it open. Even came with a Plymouth plate. I mean, that's got to be worth 1,500 bucks right there, right? But anyway, you see the paint chipping off right here. It's done in bare metal here, so we do got to get something done with this trunk lid, maybe, because the lower part of this trunk lid in here, not the best of shape. You can see the corner of the trunk lid right here rotted away, and all along here it's pretty bad. I mean, that's still savable on the end, and right here in the lip is the bad part. Actually, I guess in the lip, the whole lip's bad all the way across, so it's probably better off not to save that one. We do have several trunk lids for these, so not too worried. But even a rust hole up here, it's kind of weird spot. But yeah, you can see this car collected a lot of moisture wherever it sat. We did peel some of the weather stripping out of the trunk lip because there are areas of the trunk lip that are bad. You can see it right up here. I do have 2 4-door cars that have outstanding perfect trunk lips all the way around. which is pretty cool. And then the lower trunk lip down here is just gone, real bad condition. Once that moisture sits in that weather stripping on the trunk rail, it's just bad news. But so that's all got to be cleaned up. We're contemplating sandblasting the whole car and kind of seeing exactly what we have to work with. But the trunk floor, of course it needs work. It's a Plymouth. We did see a few pictures that he had of the trunk floor prior to all of the stuff being put in here. But everything was laid in here pretty nice. The door panels are all here. Tail lights. There's some new rockers in here, which I don't know if they're the right ones or the correct ones. You can see the headlight brows up there. The grill, the gold grill. A couple steering wheels, because the steering wheel that's on it is not the correct Fury wheel, but this one is the correct center for the sport tone wheel, or for the sport wheel. And so we'll have that one to go by. And you can see there's a bunch of headlight bezels in here, not just what's for the car, but a lot more. All the gold Fury trim is here, and it's in nice shape, appears to be so far. All of the trim for the sides of the car appears to be here. Once we go through everything and do a full inventory, we'll know a whole lot more what's entailed with the car. But it does have the Fury seats. This is the one part of the rear seat in here. So let's take a look. Buckle this down. Okay, walking around the driver's side. You know, this side again looks pretty much just like the passenger side. The fin doesn't appear to have any damage to it, so that's good. The lower quarter, of course, needs work. That's once again a no-brainer and pretty typical for these. Again, needs work here. Does have a light skim coat of filler along the lower body section here. Does have two of the original Fury hubcaps here, and I do believe that the other two are inside the trunk. So let's take a look inside the door real quick. And once again, this is not for the faint-hearted as well, so be careful. So this one, you can see the door panels are obviously off. They're inside the trunk as we showed you before. This door won't stay open, so I gotta hold this. This rocker is completely gone, and somebody had cut into the cowl with a torch for some ungodly reason. But this rocker here is definitely gonna need to be replaced. The floors, again, no surprise for a Plymouth, about the same as the other car. This one does also have the chrome bezel and the 150-mile-an-hour speedometer, which is specific to Fury. It does have the padded dash, does have the double dome lights. Some of the headliners still intact in this car. The chrome trim around the rear windows is all there. I mean, just pretty darn complete. And again, does have both of the Fury seats in it still, with all the covering on them. Aftermarket air conditioner lays over there on the side. You can kind of see that. And in the back, you can kind of see the inner fenders and a bunch more parts and trim. So once we get this baby emptied out, we'll be able to see exactly what's here and know a whole lot more about the condition of the car and where they were headed with the car. But you see when they sprayed it last time, they didn't even take the weather stripping off. They just kind of sprayed right over top of it. And so leads me to believe it was an amateur restoration, but it's really hard to say. The rails, the roof rails that go in here are in the trunk as well, so that's all there. As far as what we can tell, everything is here for the car. Driver's lower cowl not appearing too bad. Wipers, I do believe, are in there. I think I've seen those. But the tag on both the cars does say a 404, so it is indeed a Fury. It does have the power brakes. I didn't see, it doesn't have the power steering button on it though. That's kind of different, but it does have power steering on it though. But fans there, bumper's decent shape again. But looking back over here real quick, this is the lower valance that came with this car, and this lower valance appears to be a 1958, and it also appears to be a Fury, because it does have the gold anodized trim on the lower section. So 58 Fury lower valance, perhaps they like those better. These are the original 57 fenders for it, and they are pretty slaughtered, pretty rusty, and they've been patched before and repaired before. They've had new caps put on them. Caps don't appear to be bad, so that could be, the cap could probably be saved. It does have a lot of filler in right there. And one of them, yeah, this one here looks just, I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking that, I don't know if Stevie Wonder did this repair or what, but this is a pretty bad repair right here. So we may end up just getting different 57 fenders for this. This one here, again, rusted in here. Has been recapped before. And the cap job looks pretty bad. It's just got a wrong curve on it. It looks like it's kind of bowed down, so that needs to be taken care of. And then the lower fender on the other side doesn't appear to be too bad. So that one might be able to be repaired. But this one, you know, it can probably be repaired with a ton of work, but it might be better off just to replace it. We do have a lot of lower sections, so, but I got plenty of fenders. And then you see the hood over here. Let's get the original 57 hood. It does not have the Plymouth letters in it though, so somebody had filled those in at one time, did away with the letters on the hood. Kind of sucks, but other than that, the hood's in good shape. It's definitely a usable hood. Just have to get those holes back in there for the Plymouth letters. So, but yeah, so the car's pretty complete. It appears to be all there. So we'll see what happens with it. We're gonna go and clean this thing up and clean it out and do an inventory and see what's all there and all kinds of good stuff. I want to take just a second to go and show you guys Fury number 2 right here. And then what we covered in the last segment is Fury number 1. So I wanted to introduce you to the twin Furies and see what you guys think. Let us know down in the comments below what you guys want to see more of with the Furies. Obviously, besides the restoration, because I mean, that's going to take some time and effort and all that good stuff. So, but yeah, let us know. There you have the twin Furies right there here at Street Freaks Garage. Make sure to like and subscribe. We appreciate it so much, guys. It helps us out a lot when you guys do that. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. God bless. We love you guys. Bye-bye.